Hello, I'm the Pageant Nerd. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're familiar with who I am, all I can say is, I'm back. My regular viewers will know I decided to take a break shortly after the last Miss Universe, and I hadn't necessarily planned to make a return so soon, if at all. The issues I've had with pageantry of late are largely still there. The reaction to the recently completed inaugural Miss Cosmo was evidence of that. But with the benefit of time away, and with such an exciting Miss Universe 2024 rapidly approaching, I couldn't resist getting back in the swing of things. And just as importantly, I've missed sharing my love of pageants with you. But I plan to do things a little differently this time around. I'm not going to reveal those differences just yet. They'll become apparent in the weeks and months ahead. One thing I can divulge straight away is a huge difference in how I normally plan to cover my favourite pageant, which is remotely, usually at some ungodly hour due to time zones. I'm excited to announce that for Miss Universe 2024, yours truly, the Pageant Nerd, will be in Mexico. For the first time, in fact, I'll be watching a Miss Universe live. Needless to say, I'm beyond excited. In one of my previous videos, I jokingly hinted I might make it there. Not sure exactly where in Mexico it's going to be held and when, but it's going to be very exciting to see the pageant unfold there, and who knows, maybe, I don't know, I may try and get myself there. But I wasn't entirely certain of that happening. It was more or less a throwaway remark. In short, my partner and I are taking a vacation in November, and it just so happens to be in Mexico. When the dates for Miss Universe were confirmed, we were able to change our itinerary a little to take in the finals night on November 16. That being said, as I'll mainly be in Mexico for a holiday, I won't be covering the pageant in its entirety, as in every day the delegates are in the country. From what I've seen, you'll have a bunch of other YouTubers doing that to keep you up to date. I can't say exactly how much of it I'll be able to attend and cover on here, but I'll most definitely be going to finals night, and I've been granted a media credential, so I'll do my best to give you as much of a nerdy flavour of the 73rd Miss Universe as possible. In the meantime, I thought it was only fair to give you my initial look at Miss Universe 2024. With history being written or rewritten in so many ways, here's a quick look at what's ahead. One thing that's excited me the most about Miss Universe 2024 is the incredible jump in the amount of delegates set to compete. For the first time in its history, Miss Universe will have more than 100 entrants, clearly the result of concerted efforts by the new Thai and Mexican co-owners to broaden the competition's global appeal. Only 3 times previously has Miss Universe had more than 90 delegates, between 2017 and 19, peaking at 94 in 2018. When I made this video, 120 women had won national titles with the intent of competing in Mexico. That's compared to 84 last year. The Miss Universe organisation has apparently issued more than 130 national licenses for the upcoming competition. So if that figure is fully converted into actual competitors in Mexico, it will overtake Miss World 2013 as the staging of an international pageant with the most competitors ever. 11 years ago in Indonesia, Miss World had 127 delegates, part of a 17-year streak of that pageant boasting more than 100 contestants between 2003 and 2019. By an incredible coincidence, in the years Miss World and Miss Universe had their record amount of competitors, 2013 and 18 respectively, the same nation won the title. With such a plentiful field, we've got a bunch of territories making their Miss Universe debuts. Of those granted licenses by the MUO, Belarus, Eritrea, Guinea, Iran, Macau, Moldova, North Macedonia, Somalia and Uzbekistan have crowned their queens when this video was made. And we've got dozens of nations returning to Miss Universe after anywhere from 2 up to 57 years. Some of the more eagerly awaited returns are 11 nations or territories competing for the first time this century, listed here. Cuba last appeared at Miss Universe in 1967, while Fiji, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Côte d'Ivoire, Democratic Republic of Congo, Samoa, and Senegal did so in the 1980s. With such an impressively large field, it's not surprising that the amount of contestants making the first cut has been raised substantially to 30, beating the previous record of 21 semi-finalists in 2020 and last year's 20. Miss Universe 2024 is also the first year in which the upper age limit has been removed. While we haven't had the pandemonium some had predicted of senior citizens winning their national competitions, no less than 30 women who would have previously been too old to compete under the previous limit of 28 will be representing their countries. So far, the oldest woman selected is Malta's delegate at 40 years. Interestingly, the overall average age of delegates this year is around 25, the same as last year. That's because 14 women aged 20 years or younger won national titles this year, compared with just 8 in 2023. With other recent changes in eligibility, about a dozen mothers have also qualified, a new record. While mothers and married women were allowed to compete last year, those rule changes were announced during the 2023 competition cycle, meaning 2024 is the first full year of national delegates being selected with the rules in place. In terms of host nations, Mexico is staging Miss Universe for the 5th time, and for the 3rd time in its capital, Mexico City. Apart from the USA, where the pageant was born and which hosted the first 20 editions and 38 overall, Mexico is the nation with the most stagings of Miss Universe. Okay, that's it for today's video. I'm getting myself prepared for Mexico while also juggling a busy time with my day job, but I'm going to be a bit more active on Instagram to serve up some more regular, stats-based content for you in the lead up to the 73rd Miss Universe. It's great to be back, and I'll see you again very soon. I'm the Pageant Nerd. Bye for now.